Oh my gosh, I am terrified of heights. And for those people who've been asking me if I rode the zip line at the Nashville Zoo, I went to Zoolumination. I got up to the thing, and then these people came screaming down out of the sky and landed in front of me. And I went, nope, a hard no, not doing the zip line. But I thoroughly enjoyed Zoolumination. I'm going to take you along for the ride, not the zip line, but the other ride, seeing the beautiful lights of Zoolumination. Welcome to New Stuff Tuesday. There's all sorts of new stuff. We have got a group of ladies you're going to meet and you're going to love them. Worth Beauty brings us a very special segment every Tuesday, and we love getting to find out more about Gilda's Club. This is end of year giving time, and there's a beautiful story that's coming up that's unfolding with the folks at Worth Beauty and the folks at Gilda's Club. We've got that story next. But first, we're going to talk about the Omni. Got folks coming into town, got a special occasion. The Omni is your place to go.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Well, the Omni and all its wonderful stuff and their wonderful spa, that makes me think about beauty. And of course, Worth Beauty, Michelle Probst is here. And you've got some special guests that we're going to have on.
Yes, we do. And you know, last Tuesday, we were talking about Giving Tuesday. And I thought that's a beautiful invitation for most people to jump on board. But like you said, end of the year, there really shouldn't be an excuse to give, right? I mean, It's just such a natural thing to do. And I have found, I think I mentioned before, we were invited to a dinner with Gilda's Club, and I was so moved, and laughter through tears with Gilda. And so we have two of their directors here today. As you mentioned, Worth Beauty, we are going to be doing some big holiday beauty bags for 20 of the women from Gilda's Club that have completed their treatment, whether that be chemo or radiation. And also, I think it's important, and I'm going to let these ladies tell you more about it, but it's not just ovarian cancer. It's all women cancers. And it's through that red door and a soft place for people to fall, families and everything. And so let's introduce Trisha Dre and Christina Healy, who are two directors from Gilda's here in Nashville.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
You know, it's really interesting too that we played Todd Rodermill from the Omni, because he has been connected to the Gildas family from the get-go, and actually one of the first galas that was held for Gilda's Club was held at the Omni Hotel, because he loved what you guys do so much. And so a big nod and shout out to them. Trisha and Christina. First of all, Trisha, you're the director of development. What does that mean?
Well, first of all, Devin and Michelle, thank you so much for having us. Devin, you are a Nashville icon, and it's really a treat to be here to talk to you a little bit about what we do at Gilda's Club. We are a 25-year-old nonprofit here in Nashville, and we provide 100% free of charge, evidence-based psychosocial support for anyone impacted by cancer in Middle Tennessee. And like you mentioned, a shout out to Todd at the Omni, one of our largest fundraising events, or our largest fundraising event that we have every year. We've been very fortunate to have at the Omni in the past. So we have long enjoyed our partnership with them.
I love it. And Christina, what is your part that you play as the program director?
Yeah, so as a program director, I see my role as I'm in charge of all things that happen in this building. So all of the programming that we put on for all of the participants that come to enjoy all that we have to offer. It is my responsibility to make sure that it runs smoothly, that it is something that is, one, evidence-based, and two, just effective in helping people feel supported throughout, whether it's their cancer journey or their loved one's cancer journey.
What I am blown away by, Michelle, is that I know that you, as people who watch what goes on, is the amount of laughter that comes out of these halls. I mean, we think about cancer, and cancer is a really scary thing. And we live in a town where today somebody's going to get a cancer diagnosis. Today in this town, because we are a medical hub. It affects everybody. I don't know that there's anybody it hasn't touched, but the people who walk through Gilda's club doors there on Music Row, you're right there in the heart of where music and entertainment happens. There's so much laughter and so much fun, and families go in. Let's talk a little bit about, Trisha, what you do to impact the families of people with cancer.
Well, like I said, my role as the director of development is I oversee all of our fundraising and making sure that we have the money to meet our budget to provide all of our services free of charge. We are committed to providing support at every age, every stage of anyone who has been impacted by cancer. And not just the person with the diagnosis, but their friends, families, caregivers, even people who are experiencing a loss of someone due to cancer in their family. We are prepared to provide whatever support you might need at any range, at any stage of your cancer journey. So my role as the development director is to oversee our donor stewardship, help with volunteer opportunities, and make sure that our fundraising events go off without a hitch each year so that we're able to keep our doors open to provide these truly impactful services that we provide.
How would somebody approach you? I mean, clearly I'm a little bit more knowledgeable, but do they go to the website? Like, if they just don't know where to go, what's the first place to approach you guys?
Well, I'll let Christina talk about how to reach out to us if you are new to a cancer diagnosis, or if cancer has impacted your life in any way. And then I can talk a little bit more about how to volunteer and get involved in that way. So Christina?
Yeah, so to get involved, there are several ways you can go about that. So I'd say, first check out our website, Gildas Club Middle Tennessee, middletn.org. There you can look at you can see our calendar. So all of the events that we have going on in the month, you can kind of get a sense of maybe something you would like to check out. From there, if you would like to give us a call, or there's an email that you can also send a message to say, hey, I would like to check out community meal, or I would like to check out the quilting club, or I'd like to check out this art class. From there, you can either call or email. We will get you set up and signed up and just ready to get moving. We really are, one of our key parts, and it's part of our mission, is that we just want it to be as low barrier as possible. So truly someone could even just walk in the door and we would greet them with a signature Gildas Club hug and smile and let them know that they're welcome here.
I love that. Michelle, what drew you to Gilda's Club, and what has been the response when you were putting together these goodie bags from huge companies?
Yeah.
They hear Gilda's Club. What has the reaction been?
Well, both of these ladies, they just had a huge event. I think it was their Red Door giving back donation dinner, and we were so privileged to be there. And I was so blown away with all that they do. And this is not just Nashville, but this is the focus that we're on. This is it's national. Are you guys in Canada too? I'm not sure.
There is a Gildas Club in Toronto, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, this is just one of their many places that when you hear what Gilda went through almost 40 years ago, there was nowhere to go where she felt comfortable. And her friend, who was a writer at SNL, was telling her story. He was right there side by side. I was blown away. And what these ladies do, I knew that we had to do something. And so fortunately, as a celebrity makeup artist, I have a lot of connects in the makeup industry. And when you mentioned Gilda's Club, I mean, Maybelline jumped. Cindy Crawford's brand, Terry Ponasevich, her makeup artist, jumped. We also have locally, Carrie Hayes, who is the esthetician to the stars, has given us huge amount of stuff. And then Joseph Gregory, who is the descendant of the Hope Diamond, is donating perfumes. And these are goodie bags that anybody, I mean, this could be red carpet goodie bags, but this is.
But now they're Red Door goodie bags. They're Red Door goodie bags.
And you know what? It's just such a privilege to be able to give these women who've gone through hell and back and just a little something to make them feel better. And it makes me feel good to give. And I think that's what worth is all about is, it's important to give back because it does make you feel good as well.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, thank you for what you're doing, and we want to keep up with what you're doing. So this is not going to be our last call. This is not going to be our last time to chat, because I really love what you guys do at Gildas. It's just really, really incredible. You can find out now if they want to get in touch with, and they want to give on a local basis. Can they give to the Nashville group?
They can go right to our website, Devin, anytime, day or night, at www.gildasclubmiddletn.org. We'd also love to see you on social. Tag us or just follow us on any of our social media platforms. We'd love to see you there.
I love it, love it, love it. Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for what you do. And we appreciate you. Everything from Worth Beauty is always good. So follow Worth Beauty on socials as well. Thank you, Michelle, for putting this together for us today. Bye. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Welcome to Grin Doctors, your trusted pediatric dentistry and orthodontics practice. Achieve healthy, beautiful smiles with our expert care. At Grin Doctors, we are committed to your child's oral health and well-being. Trust Grin Doctors, your pediatric dental home for exceptional care. We go above and beyond to ensure the comfort and satisfaction of our young patients. Grin Doctors Kids Dental and Orthodontics is right down the street in Old Hickory, TN. Easy to get to and in your neighborhood.
Well, that's pediatric dentistry, and we're going to be talking to the doctors there at Grin Doctors in just a little bit, because I was working yesterday on setting up some interviews with some of the folks from Grin Doctors and Implant Dentistry. They do such good work. Now, y'all, I'm in front of y'all every day, and I'm just who I am. I broke a crown a while back, and so I had to go and get a crown replaced yesterday. I got my new tooth. No more gap. I'm so excited. I'm just going to tell y'all, sometimes it's just the little things in this world, and they just make your whole life better. And so I have to do a shout out to my friends at Mount Juliet Dental Studio. They're kind of new. They're over by the Chatters on Mount Juliet Road. They were so adorable and so sweet, and they worked everything out for me. And I'm so glad. And I had to cancel twice to get my new tooth. I had canceled twice because I had so much to do here at my job. But yesterday, I just took the afternoon and I got my new tooth, and I'm so grateful. So Mount Juliet Dental Studio, I'm grateful to them and what they did. And so now when I open my mouth real wide and I laugh really loud because I'm having such a good time, and I take you live with me to places like Zoolumination, like I did on Friday night, no more gap. Don't have to fix it in FaceTime. Facetune. Our smiles are going to be really big. Stephanie Miller was able to join our friends at the Salvation Army. The Salvation Army has been part of a Red Kettle campaign as long as I can remember. It goes way, 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 way back. And what they do is just incredible for kids, for people. It's just everybody. So let's hear a story from Stephanie about Salvation Army. And before that, we're going to go back and we're going to get to see Jake Clayton too before this show is out.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Witness more than 1,000 handcrafted Chinese lanterns featuring brand new designs, including towering mythical beasts, a life-sized Santa's workshop, and a 100-foot-long dragon. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
At Chapels, we pride ourselves on offering a wide variety of the freshest fruits and vegetables, handpicked just for you. We have a wide selection of the freshest, highest quality meats that will leave your taste buds craving more. Our friendly staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. We believe in treating every customer like family because at Chapels, your family is our family. We've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years. You can visit any of our Chapels locations in Dixon, White Bluff, McEwen, and Centerville.
year, the Salvation Army in Clarksville has provided 9,000 nights of lodging and 15,000 meals to those who needed it. Just some of the information that came from this open house held recently at the Salvation Army. This was for community members to learn more about the needs of the Salvation Army, as well as how they can participate and help people in the community through the Red Kettle Drive and this year's Angel Tree program. Major Katie Chase talks to us more about the need right now.
Our biggest need for our shelter is we're going to need to repair our roof. We're seeing evidence of that and some damage in the ceiling, especially in our kitchen. So that's the biggest need. But also it takes a good amount of money just to keep us operational month to month with paying salaries and utilities and things like that. So we need to raise $150,000 in kettles this year to help us meet those needs throughout the year. If you're interested in participating in our Red Kettle campaign, there are several ways that you can do that. The first is you can sign up to volunteer, either as an individual or as a group. We love to get church groups, civic organizations, even the high schools that might like to compete against each other to see who could raise the most money in one day. So that's a great way to get involved in the Red Kettle campaign. Also, if you can give a donation yourself, if everybody in this community gave $1 throughout the Christmas season, we would far surpass the goal that we have to meet. And that's if everybody gave $1. Now, if you want to give more than $1, of course you can, but just to make it simple for the community, if we were able to do that, we could meet our goal. Also, we can use help counting money in the mornings when we bring that money in. We can use volunteers to count money, and you can also go online and give to our virtual Red Kettle.
For those of you interested in adopting an angel, well, those trees went up this past Saturday.
But you can also call our office. You can reach us on Facebook, and we'll be happy to have you come in here and pick up some angels if you'd like, or we can even send them to you electronically to make it easy on you to do that. Another way that you can help with Angel Tree is we have a registry with Walmart. So if you go to the Salvation Army's website, there's a link to our registry with Walmart, and maybe you can't do a whole angel that you think that's too much for you to do, but you're like, I can buy a Barbie or a pack of socks, and you can go directly to the registry and purchase those. Then Walmart will ship them directly to us.
Mayor Joe Pitts and his wife Cynthia were also on hand for the community open house here at the Salvation Army. If you would like more information about the Red Kettle campaign, the Salvation Army, Angel Trees, or volunteering, or if you need their services, you can connect with a representative by reaching out directly to the Salvation Army Monday through Friday, anytime between 9 in the morning and 1:30 in the afternoon. Something that did stick out to me on the information that Major Katie Chase provided is that if we all gave $1, that $1, something so small, could make such a huge impact.
Smiles. These are the healthy smiles of real Delta Dental members. Folks with access to the nation's largest network of dentists and low deductible plans with 100% preventive care coverage, all backed by over 65 years of expertise. Go online or give us a call to learn about affordable individual plans that meet your needs. 1-855-844-0445.
At Area 51 Tech Solutions, our team specializes in servicing and repairing major brands of electronics, including computers, tablets, cell phones, HD TVs, and gaming consoles.
Area 51 has been our go-to place for all our tech repair needs for years. You name it, they can fix it. Trust the kid who broke it. Give them a call today at 615-379-8113.
You have seen him on stage with just about every artist. And most recently, if you've watched anything with Tanya Tucker, she's always running over to sing with Jake Clayton, just killing it on the fiddle. I'm going to give you a little visual before we talk about his new project. It is New Stuff Tuesday.
guitar, toss me a banjo, I'll play that too. There ain't nothing I won't do to raise the roof with you. Don't get it wrong.
Ooh, I love it. It's me some Jake Clayton, the Jake Clayton. How are you, my friend?
Good. How about yourself?
I just adore you more than lunch and jewelry. You know, I've been such a huge fan because you would come and visit with so many artists when I was at WSM. And
yes,
I mean, and literally that song really says it. If it's a fiddle, if it's a banjo, if it's a guitar, a mandolin, you just play. Is there anything you don't play? Bassoon, maybe?
I don't do a lot of horns. That's one thing I've never really enjoyed that much. Kind of always hurt my ears a little bit, and kind of to want to play an instrument, I really got to like it. So.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you have got, now you step from sideman to the spotlight. You've got a new project. Tell us a little bit about what you got coming out.
Well, so I've put out about 5 albums over the past decade, me and my studio partner, Rob Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a brand new project that we have out that we've put together over the past couple of years coming out of quarantine. I know everybody's kind of scared of that and wants to just put that in the past, but a lot of the songs on this album were written during quarantine. I lost my dad right before quarantine, and I lost my mother in quarantine. So there's a lot of different topics on this album. There's a lot of hope because I went through a lot of crazy stuff during that time, as did a lot of the rest of the listeners. So there's a lot of songs about, just kind of being positive and pulling yourself up. And there's one song in particular that's called Why Wait that I wrote kind of for my mom, because talking to her about a year before she passed, she had this whole big list of things that she wanted to do with her life, and all that stuff after my dad passed. And she never got around to doing any of those things because, the lockdown and all that stuff. And so we just kind of got into this whole pattern of well, if we want to do something, let's just do it. Let's not put it off till tomorrow. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Why wait? So that was one of the first singles, off the album. So you can check that out. It's a song that's near and dear to my heart.
Well, you can follow the Jake Clayton. I love it. The Jake Clayton is on social media, but you can follow on YouTube and see a lot of his music there as well, because you do video. Watching you play live is so exciting, Jake. I mean, you know, of course, one of my favorite people on the planet was Charlie Daniels.
Yes.
And you bring something that Charlie did, and that's showmanship to the sideman part of the stage. You play a fiddle like a showman.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Were you influenced by Charlie, or were you one of those little kids and watched Devil Went Down to Georgia and said, I'm going to do that, or what?
Well, yes, that was one of the fiddle players. I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, and pretty much the only thing that we had access visual-wise to was whatever was being played on TV. So it was the CMA Awards, the Grammys, stuff like that. Garth Brooks had all his concerts on TV. So I wanted, as a kid, I wanted to be his fiddle player, Jimmy Mattingly. That's who I wanted to be. So,
absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, and the Dixie Chicks, they were huge at that time period. I learned a lot from just watching them. Alison Krauss, she's an amazing fiddle player that doesn't get enough credit for her talents. So just watching people like them really developed my talent and my love for the fiddle. And then from there, just started expanding out for other instruments because, in Nashville, if you just play a fiddle, you're not going to work. You got to play multiple things and do other things. So
I always said the people said, "Oh, who's your utility player?" And I didn't know what that was until I go, "That means everything else. Everything else.
Anything that isn't guitar, bass, and drums and keyboard."
Yeah, that's right. Yep. And you walk out there, you're like the mad scientist over there. Yeah. You're changing instruments and you're changing out, and it's just crazy to watch you. Now, are you now? I know that Tanya showcases you a lot. Are you going back out on UNT, going back out on the road again anytime soon?
Yeah, actually, we leave tonight at midnight. We go out for the next close to a week, about 5 days. We are in Nashville, Indiana tomorrow night, and I will be opening all of the shows for Tanya coming up on this next run, with the exception of one we're doing in Canada at a big casino. That's an evening with, but we got shows coming up this coming week. Like I said, in Nashville, Indiana. We have one in Marietta, Ohio. And then on Sunday, we're in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. So I'll be opening all those shows for Tanya as well as playing in her band. So it'll be a very fun evening, and I'm greatly appreciative of her for allowing me to do that.
You know, I always say this, you can always tell those smart entertainers when they go, I got people in my band. Because you know who else always did that?
Who's that?
Dolly Parton. She would pull her Graskels out front and say, y'all open the show. Or she'd pull her band members out and feature them and say, y'all open the show for me. And Tanya, that's old school.
Yes,
that's
definitely.
Old school and the way it's done. Jake, I'm so proud of you. And I forget how young you are when I talk to you and I go, okay, yeah, you were influenced by Garth Brooks because you were just a toddler.
Right at that time, of course.
Yeah, and that's so wild. Well, you guys follow Jake and get the new music because, and here's the other thing is you're a singer too. That's the other side is you also sing.
Yes, I love singing. My parents were both singers growing up. They had their own shows. They traveled around, worked the Holiday Inn circuit and stuff like that. And so I grew up in a singing family, and I've been singing longer than I've been playing instruments. So it's a deep passion.
Okay. First stage that you went on to play music. How old were you?
I would have been 15 years old was the first time I stepped on stage. I started playing when I was 13, but it would have been either late in my 14 years or 15 when I first got on stage.
Crazy. Well, Jake, I'm so glad you joined me. Tell my sister T that I said, hey, and I will see you soon because I want to come see you play live.
Sounds like a plan. I appreciate it. And coming up on my socials, we got the 12 Days of Christmas coming up here starting on the 14th of December, where I do 12 different Christmas songs over 12 days, playing 12 different instruments. So check in on that. It's be kind of fun.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be sharing some of that right here on this show. Thank you so
Sounds
much,
awesome.
Jake. Have a great rest of your day.
You
Bye.
as well. Bye.
Bye.
At Implant and General Dentistry, we're proud to offer dental care you can trust. Our team, led by Dr. Andrew Flips, is dedicated to serving our community with the highest quality of care. We offer comprehensive dental exams, cleanings, whitening, and more. With our compassionate and experienced team, you'll be able to smile with confidence. Come experience the difference for yourself. Call us today to schedule an appointment or visit our website to learn more.
And he scores!
Well, we've got one more spot to play, and I will play it right now because I just got it to download correctly. It kept giving me a little trouble. We've got a brand new sponsor, and I want to make you aware of Zen Sports.
You get when your team goes big, you can get that same feeling on Zen Sports. When you sign up for a Zen Sports account, you will receive up to a $1,000 no danger first wager. That's right. When you place your first bet in Zen Sports with up to 500 odds, you can be reimbursed for the amount of your bet up to a $1,000 maximum within 24 hours if the bet loses. No other sportsbook will offer you a premier sports betting experience with 24/7 customer support and faster withdrawals like Zen Sports. Zen Sports. Betting just got better. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. Terms and conditions apply. Must be 21 and up and in Tennessee to bet.
All right. Well, that is our show for today. Be safe, be kind. Remember, you are loved. Tomorrow's Wagon Tails Wednesday, and it's going to be a good one.
We are home, we are family, we are things to do and places to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your